Hello everyone and welcome back to Milo Farms. Well, we've got the snowmobiles all put away for the winter and we're starting to look at some summertime toys. So today we are going to be taking a look at the motor on this 1979 Fiberform Surf Star. Not really going to talk about the boat today, that'll be a different video, but today we are going to talk about this motor. So this is a Mercury V150. That's about the best I've been able to tell description wise. You look in the books and stuff and there's a whole bunch of different kinds. I'm sure somebody out there knows the exact model of it, but it's the earlier one that has the different trim sending unit and also does not have oil injection, but it's 1979. It's the original one that came with this boat. So the issue that we have today, we'll take this cover off and we'll take a look. Got both the cowlings off, and let's take a look right up under here. So looking at this motor, it's a big two-stroke V6 and it's sitting vertically. On the right hand side you've got the starter, and then you can see you've got 3 carburetors up here in the front, the items that control the ignition, the starter solenoid. And then over here you have the right bank of 3 cylinders. Both of them have a thermostat at the top. And then underneath here you have the exhaust manifold area and the coils. And around to the left hand side, the other bank of 3. The other side of the coils. And also over here on the left side you can see the shifting and throttle mechanism and also the timing. So this right here is the throttle. It's actuated by this linkage, and then up here you have the timing controls on this linkage, and then this bottom linkage right here goes around the front, and that's what is the shifting linkage. So what we're going to be looking at today is the exhaust manifold area right under here. And last year I had a little bit of a leak and some garbage was in there that I wanted to clean out, and so I took that all apart, got new gaskets for it, new bolts and everything, got it all put back together. And I was in such a rush and I didn't have any sealant to put around the gasket or the bolts because everything was late coming in because of the sickness and all that stuff going around. All the parts were late. It was summertime and we wanted to get out and use it, so I just threw it together. I kind of lubricated the gaskets up a little bit with just some grease, and it ended up dripping around a couple of these bolts here in the bottom area down here, and then around the seal at the bottom it was kind of dripping a little bit. So what we're going to do today is we're going to take off this back cover, take the coils off that area, we're going to clean it up again, see if it needs a new gasket, and then we're also going to go ahead and put some sealant on it when we put it back together. And then just check it out, make sure everything looks okay. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to take this nut right here at the top off, this nut right here, and this nut right here. Take this whole back cover off of the back. So we got the back piece off, and we also went ahead and took the hose undone that goes back to the telltale in the back. So here you can see the back of the motor. And what we're going to be doing is taking all these screws around the edges off, pulling this whole face off here. So what we need to do is we need to loosen and take off all of the little nuts for each one of the coils. All the green wires here on this side and the other side. Each one of them is labeled with a number, so last time I had this apart, I went and wrote the number for each one on here to make sure I got them all back in the same place. So go ahead and do those. We'll take off all the spark plug wires, and then we'll go ahead and start pulling these other bolts off as well. Okay, so we got all the bolts out around the edges. We got all the ignition wires taken off, all the spark plug wires off. We've got one bolt up here remaining, and we're going to go ahead and take this loose. So here it is right here. And you can see, even though I've cleaned it out last year, there's already more garbage up here in the top. And I think the issue was, long before I had the boat, it shredded a water pump and kicked a bunch of garbage up into the engine. When I cleaned it out before, I cleaned out numerous pieces of broken water pump impeller, but it looks like there's another one there, and then you can see up here on the top there's another one up there. So there it is, all pulled apart. Got all the chunks out that were up here. Everything else looked pretty clean all the way around. Cleaning out these slots the last time here seemed to work pretty well, so I don't see any real debris left in there. Everything looks pretty good. So taking a look at these two gaskets I took off, last year when I was having problems getting the parts, they had one of the original gaskets and one of the Sierra aftermarket gaskets available. That was it. So I had to order two different types of gaskets. The inner cover, one of these gaskets goes under the inner cover, one of these gaskets goes on top, and then the exterior cover goes over it. So I had this gasket here is really thin cork material, and this is a much thicker, heavier material. So this year I went ahead, when I'm putting this back together, I ordered a second one of these heavier gaskets. I think that'll be a lot more quality product going back together. So we're going to go ahead and put this back together again. We're going to start with right here. We're going to go ahead and start here, putting a very, very light coat of gasket sealant on the inner gasket. Then we're going to put the inner cover on, and then the outer gasket followed by the outer cover. We're going to go real sparingly on the gasket sealant, but we're going to make sure that's all on there to seal it up, so hopefully it doesn't drip. And then we're also, around all the bolts, when we put them in, going to put a very small amount of gasket sealant there as well. So let's go ahead and get started with that. There we go. We've got a very light coat of gasket sealant on the gasket. We've got it facing the right direction so everything lines up. We're going to go ahead and slide it in. Make sure the channels both line up at the top and bottom. And go ahead and slip that right in. And you want to double check to make sure all these holes line up. You end up blocking off one of these holes with anything, you'll lose some of your cooling ability. So we'll get the other half. Here's the second half, very light coat of gasket sealant. Made sure all the holes are lined up. And go ahead and put this one on. So there's the cover all put back on with very light gasket sealant, as we don't want to have it squish out into the passages in there. So we're going to go ahead and follow the torque specifications and the correct order to torque everything down, and then we'll get it all put back together and go from there. Everything's torqued back down again, and we're going to go ahead and hook all these wires back up, following the numbers that are written on the wires and then the numbers that we wrote down on the back of the motor to begin with, to make sure we get them back in the right location. You don't want to get too carried away tightening these, because you can twist the little stud in the coil. Alright, it's all back together. We tightened up all the wires onto the coils. We put the spark plug wires back on. Then we also went around to the other side here, made sure all of our hoses were hooked back up. Everything looks good. So last thing here we're going to do is go ahead and put our back cover on. You want to make sure you hook up the hose for the telltale. I would recommend blowing a little bit of air through that and making sure that it passes air correctly, so you know the water will go through it. I'm going to go ahead and put the nut and washer on at the top and on the lower left, and same place on the lower right. Then make sure we reconnect the telltale down here. All buttoned back up. The only thing left to do is put the zip ties back on these couple hoses, and then we're going to go ahead and leave the covers off. We'll take it outside and we'll fire it up and make sure everything looks good. So I hope everybody enjoyed the video. Got to see this interesting machine here. And remember, you can't finish a project without getting started.